Hello and welcome to our three-part segment today. Today we're going to be talking about microfarming, 12-step follow-up program to take down those targets we keep talking about, and birthdays. So first, before we get started, I want to remind you about something. We talked about the checkoff list a few weeks ago. You know, the questionnaire and the checkoff list. I want to remind you that the checkoff list is good when you meet with an existing client. They're not just for the targets. If you go to meet with a client because they're like, hey, we need to get together and talk about Asian 3.0, bring the checklist. Hey, I want to make sure that you're taking full advantage of all the tools, services, best practices, and secret sauces we offer here at, and you say, your company. So that was just a sidekick. All right, we're going to get started in our segment right now. Here's what I'm asking from you. Make sure that your environment right this minute is set up for success. I want your phone turned over. I want all your attention to be on this video. It's super important that you listen to everything that I'm saying so that you can complete your money work and get it in on time. The first thing we're going to be talking about is microfarming. Microfarming is one of my best golden nuggets that I had when I was doing sales, in my sales career. And the reason that I created it was because I saw the need of the real estate agents, whether they were clients or targets, about what they were struggling on in their business. So you know what? Instead of trying to just piece things together, I created a solution. And that solution is called microfarming. Now what this is for people who have new listings. This is when the opportunity that you get to call in, hey Stan, congratulations on your new listing on 123 Main Street. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're welcome. Hey, quick question for you. Have you microfarmed it yet? That's when they say microfarm. I'm sorry, what is that again? And this is what you say. It's a four-pronged marketing approach. There are 4 steps to success. Step number 1 is a just listed piece, right? Bullet points, postcard, pictures, the whole thing. Step 2 and step 3, you have a choice. It's based on the circumstances of the listing. See, not every single listing is happening and at the same place at the same time. So give them a choice on piece 2 and 3. They can send out an open house invitation. They can send out 5 reasons to sell, comp card. Corfac has a great one. They can send out in escrow. Maybe that thing's sold overnight, right? Sold in less than 24 hours and get that out. Maybe they've got none of those circumstances kind of going out and they can send a piece or a letter that says, help me choose your new neighbor, right? We love referrals. So there's different options that you can do in the microfarm piece, and that is for piece step 2 and 3. Now step 4 is the close piece. You cannot send step 4 out until the property is actually closed escrow. So when it does, it's a just sold letter, right? Just sold letter with guts. That's right, G-U-T-S. So the guts of the letter is, did it sell in less than a week? Did it sell for over asking? Did you have multiple offers? How many? Give me the data. Give me the details. Give me the guts, the sexy highlights about this sale that we can embed back into the letter. And as you can see here, I'm going to show you what these pieces look like right now, right? As they're going to appear on my screen. These are going to be Dropbox to you. You're welcome, right? Because we want to have this stuff that's ready to go. And remember, they can change it, they can add to it. When we bring the ideas, it gets their mind working. See, if we just verbally tell them, then they're like, okay, that sounds great. And then poof, it goes out of their brain. Now we've got the examples. Microfarm, it's something you got to practice, right? All those guys in the NBA or all those guys playing baseball out there, these guys are practicing constantly. Just because you have the talent and you kind of know it doesn't mean you don't have to practice and master your craft. So it's super important that you're practicing the microfarm. Do it in front of the mirror, do it in front of a spouse, in front of a friend. Practice, practice, practice. Keep doing it, right? And also, because I love you so much, I'm going to send you the microfarming script. You're welcome for that too. Now, let's talk about the 12-step program, right? 12 steps to taking down a target. This is what I'm talking about, right? We've got to have a strategic system to take these people down and give them, I say, 6 months to make up their mind. They're either in or they're out. And this process helps to determine what that situation is, okay? It is every 2 weeks, you send them a piece. It's 12 pieces, 12 steps. And lucky for you, I'm going to Dropbox that to you too, and you're going to get all 12 pieces. So what I'd like you to do first and foremost before anything is open up your day planner, okay? From now, in 2 weeks, and for the rest of the year. And you know what? impress your coach and do it for the year after. Every 2 weeks, it is your 12-step day. That's when you're gonna open up your 12 steps, and it's time. That there's always gonna be 10 people inside of the model at once, only 10. Now it's a revolving door program, right? So when you put the 10 in, we send out piece 1. So let's say this week we sent out piece 1. You're giving those 10 people 2 weeks to figure out, did they bite or not? So let's say of the 10, 2 bit, okay? That means 8 people are gonna move to step 2 in how long? 2 weeks. And then the other 2 you set appointments with. Now we're gonna go down the intro packet road, go down the questionnaire and checkoff list, right? We're gonna get in with these people at our meeting and go down that route. So those 2 are gonna do a highlight all the way across with a highlighter over those 2 names. Then we got to pull 2 more people from our existing database of targets and plop them in, and they'll get piece number 1 in 2 weeks. Now here's the kicker. Just because people change and things change, you're only going to look at it, you're only going to work on it when it comes to the 2 weeks. So it's always, you're always evaluating. So 2 weeks later, you're going to evaluate who you've got to send to the piece 2 or piece 1. Now it keeps going like that. The goal is that we get an appointment out of them before we hit the 12th step. Now, when do you whack someone? Right, that says when you send them a piece, you send them a call, you send them an email, because remember, it's all different types of communication, different avenues that we're doing that, right? When do I whack him? He said no, he doesn't want to work with me. I don't care if you get 12 no's, you whack them on after the 12th step. And my thing would be a month or 2 after the 12th step is when you whack them, right? And just take them off your target list, take them off Facebook, take them off your flyers, take them off your time, effort, and energy. Why? Because right now it's not aligned, it's not in sync. So it's okay to plug someone else, find someone out of the database and bring them into the target pool inside of your elite database. And we will get to them on the 12th step when it's time, because we need to give them a little bit of the love, right? And giving them the stuff that you do to kind of build them up, and then it'll be time for the 12th step. So the 12th step is really to make or break. I look at the 12th step theory as like a revolving door, right? Have you ever been to Vegas? Think about Vegas, those revolving doors. You're either in and you go to the casino, or you're out and you go to the parking lot. Well, with us, you're either in and you come and work with our title company, or you're out and get in your car and go, right? So that's what it is. Notice about a revolving door, nobody hangs out in there. That's the beauty of the 12-step system. I was tired when I was in sales of having the same people revolving over and over and around and never giving me an order. That's why I developed this program, right? It was a complete solution to figure out who is going to be my client and who is not. So just remember, it's every 2 weeks. Very important. You're going to get a log, as you can see here on the screen, and then also you're going to get a Dropbox link of all these 12 great steps. Okay, and then our last one that we're going to be talking about today is birthdays. Birthdays really important. Why? Because the person that you are trying to work with, or that you do work with, has a special day, and it's one time a year. So one little post on Facebook, to me, I don't believe is enough, or doing nothing. I've got so many reps in the nation that weren't doing anything. So first and foremost, we got to collect birthdays. The coolest thing I'm going to send you right now is my #1 most response email I've ever seen, for me personally and throughout the nation. So you're going to receive an email that we are trying to get birthdays from your elite database. I don't care if they're A, B, C, D, or targets, or broker owners, or assistants. We want to know their birthdays, and lenders too. Make sure they're in there. So you're going to send an email. The subject line is going to say, "Happy birthday," right? And then the body of the email is going to say, "Just not yet. I was updating my birthday book and I don't have your birthday." So if you could reply back with the month and day, I would appreciate it, right? And then everybody wants to tell you when their birthday is, because it's going to say in there, "I'd like to do something special for your special day, but I need to know the date." You know, something like that. And again, you could tweak or change. I'm just going to send you the shell. So at any rate, you're going to send that out. And I'm telling you right now, be prepared. Your phone is going to blow up. Now, here's the kicker. Every time somebody responds, I want you to respond with a question. Choose it, whatever you want. You can respond with, "Thank you so much." And if you can relate to the birthday, like, my mom's birthday's in May, my husband's birthday's in September, my daughter's is in September as well. How ironic, right? You can do that. And then I want you to ask a question. hey, do you mind me asking you, how many deals have you generated on Facebook since the beginning of the year, right? Add a little color to that and send it off. Do a secondary. So what I'm saying is you're probably gonna get anywhere from 60 to 80% response, greater responses in this initial email, that you might get 25, 30, or 40% of the secondary question response. And at that point, you can see if they're not doing so good on Facebook, then set an appointment and do those Facebook guides, right? So at the end of the day, you guys, we are going over microfarm, 12-step, and birthdays. This will help you with your money work. And my little secret word for this video is the word Adelaide, A-D-E-L-A-D-E. So that's going to be part of your money work. Look out for it. Take care.